Hi Student Success, welcome back to your week 1 assignment video. This is part 2. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and make sure you check out the week 1 videos. You have your chapter 1 and 2 lecture videos, which covers the content of the chapters, which week 1 is based upon. And then you have your week 1 and week 1 assignment videos, part 1, part 2. So I already uploaded part 1. What I'm recording right now and will be uploaded here is part 2. I really do hope that you watch these because I do try to walk through the assignments to make sure that any and all questions are answered, just kind of eliminating confusion. So if I go ahead and take a look, I know I have my week 1 and it has my materials and my assignment folder. So for now, I'm just going to look at the assignment. Actually, I'm going to do, snapshot right there. So I'm going to look at the snapshot. And you do have 5 assignments this week. I am not going to talk about these 2 because that is the primary focus of part 1, the video for part 1. I will just say you do need to complete both of those for weekly attendance. You have to post in both your original response by Wednesday in order to get your attendance counted for week 1, and then respond to 2 classmates in each form, so that's 4 responses total by Sunday. If you only post in chapter 1 and not chapter 2, or vice versa, then you're only getting partial attendance. So just keep that in mind. All right, so this video now is going to focus on these 3 assignments. All 3 of these are due on Sunday. So I'm going to walk you through how to complete these and some information on what you can do to help you get through them. All right, so in the assignment folder, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Title IX training. If I'm not familiar with Title IX, I can scroll right up in the materials folder and I can see, and there's a lot, there's not always going to be this many materials every week, but there's a Title IX slideshow, so I can definitely hit download and have that opened up in the PowerPoint in the tab next to the assignment. You are more than welcome to use this while you take the quiz. I do not expect you to just know this stuff or remember it after learning it immediately. So you can definitely have that up and going right next to you. So when you're ready, you'll go ahead and click on the name of the assignment. Again, lots of scrolling. Title IX training. You're going to navigate by clicking in the bottom right-hand corner, the little arrow, and it's going to talk to you. This is an interactive quiz. It's going to talk to you.
This presentation is Title IX of the
So you can certainly stop and read and look at some of these slides with information, but then eventually
Objectives of what is Title IX?
It's going to bring you to a series of questions. And so again, this is where you can click back and forth if you would like. You're going to make sure that you answer every question, and then on your last slide, make sure that you hit submit so that it gets carried over into Brightspace. So this is an automatically graded assignment in Brightspace, which means I do not manually go in here and grade it. Rather, once you are done, I go in and I look to see who has it completed and who does not. I keep a spreadsheet of all of that, so I know where students are with these kind of assignments. There is sometimes a lag, so don't expect it to be immediate. Sometimes it's just a couple minutes, but I have had up to an hour after the assignment is when Brightspace will all of a sudden have the grade show up in there. So that's why I encourage you to go ahead and make sure that you're checking your grades so you can stay on top of that. If you think you submitted it, you might want to go back in and just check it and make sure you submitted the assignment on the last slide. So that is the Title IX training and quiz. Your next assignment for this video is your College Resources Digital Scavenger Hunt. And I'll be honest, I really wish they would update this one because there are some images from the website before it was updated, like 2 times ago. But the content is still the same in terms of the things that it's asking. This is another interactive, so I'm just going to hit play.
Stark State College. These resources are easy to find. Let's use the website to find out where
There we go. So it's going to walk you through a couple of slides first, and then it's going to start asking you questions about resources and things where they are on campus. And so I do like to direct students to, the home page, info for current students, and then a lot of the questions have to do with academics. I'm going to look at academic support. It asks about the testing center. So here's a little benefit of watching the videos. I'm kind of helping you out with the first question right there. There's information about testing center and where it is located. And I know there's an Akron location, but that is not going to be one of your options. So you don't have to worry about just picking more than one. So you can also use the search feature on the home page. You can also use my SSC and search. So a couple different places you can look. As I said, we did do an update to the website. The college just updated it at the very end of summer semester. So most people on campus are still actually getting used to this new website. So I really do think it's a good idea anyway to kind of click around and get familiar with it. I'm doing that myself now in the next couple weeks, just familiarizing myself with the new format. And then you'll want to make sure, again, go to the very end, hit submit, and then Brightspace will have that grade entered for you as well. Your last assignment being talked about in this video is your Handshake assignment. Handshake is also what you will use to register for your Student Success Workshop. Remember, there's a assignment up here. There's a whole video for it. So you will have to use Handshake for your Student Success Workshop and for this assignment. So either way, you're getting into Handshake. Now, underneath, I'm going to show you what it says. There's so many things up here. They're not always this busy, I promise. Inside your Chapter 1 materials folder, again, there's a lot. You will eventually, when you expand it, scroll down and you will see, I think I already actually went past it. I don't even know where it went. Your Handshake folder. I want to make sure that you are, goodness, there we go. Handshake information. There's a whole folder just about Handshake. So there's a video from Career Services just talking you through like what Career Services is. And then here's where the actual link to Handshake is. So you could just click open link. Now, I believe I'm already logged in. Yes, so it's going to take me right to my page. It will take you to like a landing page where you have to register for Handshake. If you're not sure how to do that, right underneath there, Handshake step by step, this walks you through, and the link is actually up there again. This walks you through how to register. So you have that, and then there is a Handshake tutorial video. So Career Services put all of this together to hopefully make it a little easier for you. So once you're in Handshake, now we're focusing on our assignment. Your job is to, I'll show you what it says here, one of two things. It says log into Handshake and search for a job that interests you. It could be part-time, full-time, internship, anything that matches your career goals. So if you're a CCP or you're undecided, that's okay. You can kind of just look very broadly. You can type in like nursing, education, like those big kind of umbrella careers. You don't necessarily have to have like elementary education teacher. So it can be broad. So you're going to search, and I'm just going to follow my own advice and keep it broad right now. I'm going to go to jobs. I'm going to go to search jobs, and I'm going to type in education. I'm going to go through, and this is going to give me 10,000 plus jobs, which is why I'm saying, yeah, it's okay to type in a broad one. When you really go to do a search in here, you might want to narrow it down a little bit. And you can certainly really put a lot of information in your Handshake account, or you can just use it for our purposes right now. Handshake is very similar to LinkedIn. So if you're not quite ready to like get job postings or put your resume in there, you may only use it for this assignment and the workshop assignment for the time being. All right. So let's say, oh, this one looks good to me. So I'm going to submit that I found a job in there. Again, it just loosely connected to your major. I have two options on that. I can share the link. So on your page, when I scroll down, you're not going to see it on mine because I'm the instructor, but down here, it'll have a box for like a text submission or a comment. You can paste the link right in there and hit submit. So I would do that by going here, and I would just hit share, copy link. Now I have the link copied. I could probably just do it up here as well, like a control copy type thing. So I can submit the link that way, or I can take a screenshot. I am partial to the snipping tool. I don't know why, it's just really easy for me. So I will take a quick snip, and I can save that. And then in the upload file down here, I can be able to upload a file. I will upload that image. I can convert it to a PDF if I need to. So you don't have to do that both ways. You don't have to have the link and the snapshot, like the screenshot. It's one or the other. Essentially, it's just proving that, hey, you created an account, you're in Handshake, you've at least learned to navigate it a tiny little bit, and then eventually you'll use it for your Student Success Workshop. All right, so real quick recap, because this is wrapping up now. In week 1, you want to spend some time going over chapter 1 and 2 content. That is the basis of our week. You want to make sure you post your original response in both the chapter 1 and the chapter 2 forums by Wednesday, and respond to 2 classmates in each forum by Sunday, and then complete these 3 assignments by Sunday as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I hope you all have a great first week of the semester.